Alright, what is up people? Atomic Tofu here. Today doing a review of Toyseasy's 055 or WY2202. When I got this box unwrapped, I thought, man, this is awesome. These guys went full bore on giving you a quality box, a full retail experience. The only thing, of course, they skipped on was the instructions, and that didn't help. But anyways, you get like a magnetic clasp. You could download, or not download, but scan code QR for that. So I just have a couple of little things that made this figure not perfect. Anyways, I'm going to bring them out right now. I got him out of the box and thought, this guy's awesome. He looks like the TFC figures, Sci-Figure Industries, in that level, right? Minus a touch after I transformed him the first time. Today I'm going to try one of my higher up, top-down views because I want to try to get this as clean as I can. I'm going to try to transform just one side, or at least record one side for you guys, because they're basically the same side, same design, and I'll just show you the minor differences that he has in his left and right hands. Okay, we can start by flattening out the head appendages, horns, as some people say. Now, my figure, his legs don't really stay together, even with their clips. The back clips aren't fully flushed together, right? So, standing by himself though, he's fine, but transforming him is another thing. Okay, let's go ahead and start with. I think these are, down some more. Okay, start with the collar panels. I'll have to use my spudger for a lot of these panels. And as I do this first step near his chest, I'm going to show you one of my first issues with this figure. Okay, I've got this little piece right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to set that right here. And so, one of the other steps you're going to do, of course, is bring up his collarbone area, right? And a lot of the videos that you find for this character or this figure is that they don't tell you to slide these things apart, right? Anyways, now for me, so what happened was I flipped this one up and I was trying to figure out, okay, well, what's going on here? Okay, so I slid this one apart, right? And then I slid this one to the left, right? And then something just popped and cracked right off. Now, this was already in the package, and I'll show you again close up. Right? That didn't come from anywhere in front, nowhere in front. Where it came from was back here. So this one had already cracked off in the package, and somehow ended up lodged in the front panel because they used a type of grease back here to have it slide easier. Right? And yeah, there you go. So I'm going to then leave this little piece again to the side so I don't lose it. I'm going to try to glue that back on. Alright, let's start off with the left arm. Bring up this right panel. Go ahead and fold in his fist. And I use my spudger, of course, because I can't get in there. And if this doesn't go smoothly, I'll have to edit this part out too, but let's see. I have to pull this turret out. There you go. pull it out, rotate forward, fist in, and I try not to close the fist and the panels all the way in because it's pretty hard to get out, for me anyways. Unclip the forearm panels, unclip again, okay. Bring this part forward. If you like, you can tab it in now. Okay. The side of the shoulder, we're going to try to wiggle out to the side. It's pretty tight. Do that. Okay. And then once it comes out, it's going to clip onto here. Clean this up a bit. Okay. Bring this back bicep panel up, forward, flatten that out, and then do the same for the right arm. Now, this is the only part I'm going to show you that is different, and that's just the asymmetry because of the lack of the turret on this side. And that's it. Otherwise, it's the same. Okay, once you have both arms transformed, go ahead and work the shoulders into this position, and then just rotate them. Now, if you're kind of scared when it doesn't seem like it's clear, it's kind of like a double hinge almost, but push out and down. Not a clear, okay? And you just want to do that just to keep the arms out of the way for the rest of the transformation. Okay. Alright, we can move on to the upper body. So first we're going to want to undo the back here panel, straighten these bits out, and then unclip them. Okay. And then pull apart the back half of the robot. Let's see here, grab this. Okay, here. Okay, there you go. And then this will pull back to give you some clearance. There you go. Okay. And now you can open this up a bit to bring this top portion of the ship out. I'll probably use my spudger again if I can. Okay. Swing this one out of the way. Now we'll want to rotate down and around. Okay, yeah, so move these, if you haven't done it already, when you're pushing these back, make sure to apply, a lot of these parts, apply inward pressure when you're doing it, otherwise they'll pop off. So when you rotate this around, this will be connected to this and this, but if you want to, if this hasn't come undone yet, you can try to untap that. It doesn't really matter because it'll work itself free. It will rotate around. And that needs to stay like that in order for you to rotate around the legs. And if you want to, you can even do that now. Now, what just popped off was my crotch holder, and I'll have to pause and reapply it. Okay, once you have the two side pedals rotated forward, you'll want to rotate the lower body legs 180. And I have to, again, constantly redo my crotch just for this transformation sequence. You guys don't have to do it, but try to do it for the camera. And yeah, it constantly falls apart, and he just falls down. Okay. So once you've undone this lower part of the abs. See if I can do this collar bit again. Okay, they always constantly fall in for me. Okay, lift up his abdomen, rotate out so that portion of it clears. So once we get this combiner port mostly out of the way, we can then push down the top portion of the ship, his back, and then guide in the head. And we'll probably have to keep on working that combiner port. It's pretty tricky just to have him clear the head, have him look back, have all the horns go in. There you go. Guide it in. Okay. Guide it in. Open this back out, and then you can rotate this into place. There. Okay. And now we work on getting this combiner port straightened out. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is, with some scary force, work this straight out so that you can basically try to get the combiner port, which I think that's straight. One click, no, one more out, and then get it back down straight again. And basically, let's see here, pointing tool. These two will serve as pegs for. Let's see here, I'll get this thing around. So we'll get his arms folded around. Okay. Let's see here. So those pegs will be these slots, okay? And when you're doing this, I think I see a tab already cracked off, and I don't even know when it did. So there's that peg there. That cracked off probably last night sometime. Yeah. So there's a lot of things on this figure that I don't really understand the clearances for, but you'll see. So yeah. So with me, I have to try to lift this so it clears, and I guess sometime yesterday that tab on the right side snapped off. So, okay, and once you hit this point, you're gonna feel a lot of resistance. I never fully tab this in because then it's almost impossible for me to untab. Try to push from the base of the arms inwards, and you should get a good snap. And one of the challenges, of course, is you're trying to get that shoulder socket straight, right? Okay. Let's see. The left side snapped in. Okay. Let's see if I can get that side. It seemed to snap partially in. I think I didn't do this panel. I'll fix that. There you go. Okay. And then once you get it to this point, if you haven't already straightened out these red forearm panels, and of course they'll warp around on you, go ahead and just try to force them together at the base. And there's the arms and the front of the boat. And with this one missing its tab, he's going to be slightly out of alignment. So yeah. And now we can work on the legs. Let's go ahead and flip him around to his feet. Go ahead and bring the ankle wings or the foot wings forward. Let's see how I should show you. One side or both sides? I can do both sides for the legs, I guess. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and collapse the legs now and show you my missing pin. And I'm hoping, I guess, Toyseasy can replace for me the entire lower knee assembly. Okay. There you go. You can see it. The left assembly is in place, and this one is not. Right there, you can see that, right? See how it pulls out? So you want to extend the legs now for submarine. And hopefully Toyseasy will send me a whole entire lower knee assembly with these red panels. I think I can just screw them back on. Okay, once we have the leg extended, if this was properly functioning, it would peg in, right, and keep everything tight. Okay. Going to do the other side. Okay, once we have both legs extended, we can start to unclip, even though they don't really clip very well for me. Undo the clips on the pelvic region. Get rid of this. Undo the front tab. We can go ahead and tap this one in so it gets out of the way. Okay, let's get these tabs out of the way. Okay. Going to want to rotate them up and in, right? So the easiest way is spread the hips out and then rotate them upwards. And of course one side is grooved and it needs to rotate first, so the groove side, this one, right, or the tooth side, they're both two sides, but they need to basically go in at the same time. So there you have that. Okay. And of course I have to redo that because of this. There you go, make sure that's flat. Right. Okay. Take these out of the way. And then work on the lower portion of the leg first. I think we can go ahead and tab the legs together. Okay, once you get the legs tabbed in, you can start working on the most lower end of, the lower end of the boat, front half of the boat. And always work these back and around before you fully tab them down, just to give you some clearance. Okay, do one side first. This side here on the screen is your right side of your screen. Tab these down. Okay, so the top grooves will settle onto the bottom grooves. Okay, there is a tab there for slots there. Okay, get those grooves in place. Okay. Alright, and now I want to untap these, bring the top portion back. Okay, I'm going to redo this camera. Okay, let's do the calf panels. Is it calf panels? Yeah. So pull on the white knob here, undo these. These should fit right over the straightened fins. Okay. Snap together. And this will it's double double pivot, so you want to pivot it backwards. Tab that in. And don't worry about this too much down here, because you can probably work this all together at the very end, even though it won't be perfect for me. Still a gap. Alright. And let us work on the middle portion here. Because, you know what, let's do that last, because this, when it comes down, it's going to peg into both systems. Let's work on the hip skirts. Hip skirts are a little tricky. You have to angle them 45 degrees down, and they'll peg in right there, right? Now 45, pivot in. Make sure these are out of the way. Okay, and then now we can work on the sides. Bring this one down. And tabs for these, and guides for the back here, and then these will clip on to keep it down. Okay, so tab it in, and then clip these on. Now we can kind of see if we can fix that. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, let's go ahead and straighten these out. Once again, try to apply inward pressure as you rotate those. Okay. And yeah, so I don't close those because it's very hard for me to unpry those. Okay. Alright, and then let's see if I can try to straighten or tab in this final portion there. And there you have it. Let's see how it looks on his stand. Right before we put him on his stand, we can flip down these fins. Make sure, of course, again, inward pressure as you're rotating them. You can have them 45 degrees or straight, right? Up to you. And there you go. It's a nice stand. Very nice alt mode. Very detailed. These little articulating turrets. And this is the little bonus that you get to add on at the very end. I think I haven't tried this transformation with this piece on. Hopefully it will stay on. I will try that. Once I get this guy into bot mode again, I'm going to maybe do it in one go, give you guys the whole picture. We'll see how it looks on the camera. Okay. Oh yeah, and then I guess for this little crotch piece, if you wanted to, I think the best place for him to go is just right on here. I don't know, what is that, like a satellite receiver thing? Signal receiver? I think that's the only place that it would fit. Nowhere else. I don't think. Snap in here. Okay. Alright, let's take out the crotch piece, fold down these little bits. And then if you wanted to start splitting the limbs, you have a spudger, split the limbs, that makes everything that much easier. Okay. Go ahead and undo these side bits. Undo the hip skirts. Once again, 45 degrees. I'll lay them flat. Flat. collapse the legs, and as you can see there, this thing. And I hope I get a new piece soon. Undo this tab, collapse. Get rid of that. Can barely see anything. Okay. So as you can see, if it's working, it's gonna. You need to really fully collapse that right there. Okay. And then it goes in easy. All right. I'll get this other piece on. I'll be right back. Let's finish off the feet. That up and out of the way. Undo these two panels. Okay, my what is this? Left clip. Yeah, whatever this side is, it always falls off. And then we can try to get the crotches clipped together. Fresh out of the box, these metal clips, crotch clips on mine, were pretty good. But after that, after a few transformations, they, even though they require that bottom crotch piece, the taint, if you will, I don't like that word in this video, but I have to. It's most appropriate. It doesn't stay on. It doesn't secure it. Okay. I mean, look at that. It's just it helps you keep it in place, but it doesn't really do much for that. Okay, so rotate the legs down. Use on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna put that piece back on. I'll be right back. Okay, let's work and try to straighten out the legs and give this figure, there you go again, it's just splitting constantly for me. Yeah. So give this figure a platform to stand on so I can do some easier upper body transformations. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that if I can. Now I think the official transformation videos have you putting these fins up and around, but I don't really need to show that for my figure. However, for this cap panel, you could have these up, but they'll block the back of the knees, so try to keep them down, and these will actually collapse down in like that. Okay. Okay, we can now start to split apart the arms. Yeah, I gotta be careful with this one remaining tab. Give me 6. Let's go ahead and clear these out some more. There goes the crotch piece again. Right now, one of the most challenging parts for me anyways, to prep this peg again. Let's go ahead and pull it out. And let's see. Let's do it one more time. Tuck it back in. Okay, then rotate forward the chest. Okay. And then, so basically once this connect combiner port is in place, it's going to, let's do this. Alright, we gotta tuck this one in. Push it in, test. Oh, it needs to go down one more click. So, and the side panel popped off again. Let's see if I can do one more click. It's pretty hard from this angle, so I'll do it from the front. that might be it. So let's see. Okay, I think that might have been it. So go ahead and rotate these back side panels up. And I'm going to try to reattach the side panel. To straighten out these arms to get them in place. So get them like this, clean this up, and be right back. Okay, almost there. Now to tab in the backpack to the back. It's not really a backpack, I guess. And then once everything's lined up, mine, it doesn't really clip on. I'm going to go ahead and finish off clipping on his abs first. So clip on there. Let's go ahead and show you this part. Pop off his head. Okay, so I tweaked the angle of the combiner port, and as you can see that it sits flush, but I'm guessing it's not meant to peg in, it's just meant to sit on there, so it is what it is. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off closing up these back panels. Swing these forward. Crotch again. Push these together and bring them down. Okay. Then collar tabs, we'll tap into the collarbone. Okay, almost there. Final step is getting these horns up into position. Okay, again, I'm going to clean this guy up and get his weapons and other abdominals out. Alright, so I was looking at the box. And the box fibs a little bit, I guess, but I'll show you how to put on his swords. And they just slide over his fist. Okay. So I'll show you this now. Well, the box shows you that he's holding his cannons. Now, I don't know what they're doing with that, if they're magnets or not, but he doesn't do that. Okay. I guess they do, however, slot onto his back. I was messing around with one of the other accessories and I can't figure it out and I want to break it, but I'll show you that. Once again, thank you, Toyseasy store. Hopefully, I'll be able to get the replacement knee piece. This one doesn't really peg in all that well on this side. There you go. Okay. Okay, there you go. And then I'll show you his feet too. So you can opt to have his feet flat or the curly toes. Okay. There we go. You can even straighten them out like that as well. It's your option. Okay, I'm going to show you this little piece here. Maybe it's a part of the combiner. I'm not really sure. This was attached to it on the bottom. I can't figure out what that is either. And then if you notice inside here, there's stuff in here, but and it's pretty intricate stuff in there. I think, well, it looks like missiles or swords in there. Maybe missiles. I can't get them out. I was trying to pull apart these pieces. Let's see if I can shake them out. I can't shake them out either. Okay. Anyways, that's that. I'm going to show you another bit here. I won't put these stickers on because I think they may ruin it, but here's some stickers. Right? And that's for you to go ahead and remove this stand part here. It's for you to flip these up and then stick them on here as a display. I think I'll be doing that. I might one day, but I doubt it. I do believe this doubles also has a stand, so yeah. Alright, let us go over some articulation. It's 360 for the head. He does have limited movement, more than 90 degrees for the elbow. Let's see here. Full 360 for the waist. It does also have ab crunch, I believe. Maybe not. It's locked in now, I think. Yeah, it might be locked in now. Or I'm just too scared to have the crotch fall apart again. Okay, I'll skip the ab crunch part because that crotch is just, you know. So if the parts are in place, limited, right? Increase range of motion. More than 90 degrees for the knee. This pelvic girdle on my copy is not very good. So tilt for the foot, swivel, and there's some ankle tilt there. Shoulders are blocked because of two things. You have this here, right? And then of course you can undo the shoulder pauldron. You can also undo the collar area to get some more range of movement, increased range of movement. Okay. So initially I loved this figure. Right? Out of the box he was awesome, right? But after a few transformations, you know, or actually after the first transformation, his hip just fell apart on me. His pelvic region fell apart on me. But otherwise, that aside, he's pretty nice to have. Hopefully the other members are improved. They won't have this thing here. So yeah. Thanks, guys. Let's try to see where we can figure out that peg. Would it go here?